resource planning, no, first you write what is meant by resource planning. Yeah, see here. For resource planning, they have given you the definition you see. What is meant by resource planning now? Planning is widely accepted strategy for judicious use of planning is widely accepted strategy for judicious use of resources. What is meant by resource planning now? It is planning of the resources. Careful planning of the resources is called as a resource planning. Why resource planning is very important? Because resources are unevenly distributed in India. Let it be the mineral resources, or let it be the power resources, or water resources, or forest resources, wildlife, everything is unevenly distributed in India. So since we want the development of our country, especially when we are talking about the sustainable development of a country, we need the even distribution of all the resources to all the parts of the country. So only carefully they are planning and they are distributing equally the resources to all parts of the country. That is only called resource planning. Why we have to do resource planning? Because we have to use a limited resource whichever we possess with the judiciously. What is the meaning of judiciously? All of you know, no. Carefully we have to use that resource. So we have limited resource. We don't have unlimited resource. Yes or no? Resource is not a free gift of God. Okay, or free gift of nature. Yeah, for everything we have to pay money. So since the resources are very limited, we have to use these resources carefully. So only our government of India, what they did, they started doing the resource planning. The 3 steps of resource planning is given for you. What are the 3 steps you see? Resource planning 3 steps. First one. Identification and inventory of the resources across the regions of the country. It involves surveying, mapping and qualitative and quantitative estimation and measurement of the resources. What is the meaning of this now? First we have to go and identify where the resource is there. Yes or no? This identification, it involves what now? Survey. We have to undertake survey where the mineral resource is located, or where the power resource like coal or petroleum is located. First we have to go and do the survey. After surveying, mapping will be done and they will see what quality coal is present or what quality iron ore is present, because iron ore you have nearly 5 types of iron ore. Hematite, magnetite, siderite, biotite, limonite. 5 types of this is there. When I am taking that mineral and energy resources, I will tell you for in each what is the iron ore content. And don't think that everyone has the same iron ore content. Iron ore content varies. Same way even coal also. We have how many types of coal? 4 types of coal is there. Bituminous, anthracite, bituminous, lignite. In each carbon content varies, right? So that is only called qualitative. Quantitative is how much quantity is there. Whether the resource is profitable when we do mining or what, they will judiciously judge it. Then only they will take the resource. Because if the quantity is very less now, if you are doing mining and you incur loss now, it is loss for our nation only. So they will see quantitative, qualitative, and then only they will decide whether that resource should be taken out or not. That is only the first step. Second step, it involves planning structure endowed with appropriate technology. By keeping which type of a technology we are going to take that resource. For example, mining, I told you mining, open cut mining, deep pit mining is there, shallow mining is there, like that, so many types of mining. So what type of resource is there, they will decide what is the technology or what is the skill we have to go into use for taking out that resource. That is only the second one, that is planning structure endowed with appropriate technology, skill and institutional setup for implementing the resource developmental plans. Third one, after taking that resource, you are going to do matching of the resource development plans for overall national development. So ultimate goal is for us what is overall development. So overall development, how we are going to do by taking the resources, we are going to plan. That is what we call resource planning. So what is resource planning? Steps of resource planning, and then you go with this. So India, you see, it has made a concerted efforts for achieving the goals of resource right from the first 5-year plan. First 5-year plan was implemented soon after we got republic. We became republic 1950, you know very well, right? So after the republic, only first 5-year plan was started. Who started this 5-year plan? Mr. Jawaharlal Nehru or Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, the first Prime Minister of India. He only estimated these plans. And we borrowed this 5-year plan from Russia. Russia became developed country in 10 years by implementing this 5-year plan. Just a 5-year plan, Joseph Stalin made Russia a developed country. So keeping that technology only, so we went and learned from that. You say, Joseph Stalin, Nabucco Stalin. Understood. So Joseph Stalin, he only understood those 5-year plans. Okay. So outline the technology. So we copied the technology from the Russia. You know, Russia and India is always friends. So we have very good. Russian Revolution will be. You didn't learn Russian Revolution, right? He's a Russian man. So only and told we borrowed this technology from Russia. Joseph Stalin. Joseph Stalin he lived in 1920s, 30s. What is missing here? If we have a good opinion on one certain person, now they will take that name and keep. What I'm telling you, understood? So might be our Mr. Karunanidhi was impressed with the Joseph Stalin. He developed Russia. No? So keeping that in his mind only, I think so he would have named his first child Understood? Okay, come back to the chapter. Okay. So what our India did now, we implemented this 5-year plans, we copied from Russia and we started implementing it from 1951. 1951 to 55. Till 1955 is the first 5-year plan. How they planned each plan was given the priority for one particular development. For example, if people are going for board exam, even you will have some goal. You have to fix the target. Every day you have to set the timetable. As soon as you go home, what subject you are going to study? I already told you, theory subjects all okay, but mathematics every day you should touch that book. Don't think that only when maths period is there to touch na enough. No. At least spend half an hour for every day for mathematics, and during the exam time any of you are going to study. But theory subject any of you can study. I'm not telling only here. I tell even to my class students. Because many are getting famous in mathematics only. I don't know how about you. You are getting all part of the party, yeah? Oh, only one child. What about others? Only this test. What about the previous order? If I see your sign, no. Understood? So don't think it is so easy to score in maths. Every day we touch the maths. At least one exercise you see and do 2 sums from each. That one exercise at least 2 sums to complete. So that like you have to do planning strategy. As soon as you go home, do refreshment. Wash your face. Settle down. Spend half an hour at nearly 45 minutes for everything. Then it is your duty to sit down for studies. Till February, this timetable should be followed. You should not omit this even on Sundays. What I am telling you is that Sundays also shouldn't omit. If you follow this correctly, the children who are toppers, you ask them how they are hard work for getting that marks, top marks. If you hear them, they will tell how much they, without endlessly they were putting effort. Without effort, nothing. No pain, no gain. There is one proverb, you know, no? Without pain, how do you get gains? Yes or no? Without hard work, you can't get marks on. Our comfort kills growth. Don't only think the Sunday, no, Monday will skip. Nicely will slip into 12 o'clock. These all if you keep in your mind, definitely you will not cross even 400 marks and challenge. It's very difficult. 400, scoring 400 marks in CBSE board exam is very difficult task. So just keep in mind. Understood? So resource planning is must. Okay. So why I came out of the topic? I was talking about the planning for your board exam, right? So okay, I skipped that. Okay. So what is the resource planning? Planning you have to do even for development of for the board exam and to get achieved. Even you have to do some planning strategy. Understood? Put the timetable. Early morning 4 o'clock you have to get up. Till 11 o'clock you study. 4 o'clock you get up. So 11 to how many hours you are going to 5 hours? 5 hours. Or 6 hours. Not more than that. Don't expect 8 hours on. In board exam, don't expect 8 hours. After that you can still say. Understood? Then again 12. If you come to 12, that is going to decide your future. அதுக்கு இன்னும் ரொம்ப hard work பண்ணணும். அதுக்கு more effort for that. Then only you will be enrolled in a good colleges. Otherwise, it is very difficult. What I told you understood? So please follow it. Okay? So these 3 steps you have to follow. And India also, they put these 3 steps or these 3 developmental or resource planning after the 5-year plans. Okay? So 5-year plans once in every 5 years and each 5-year plan gives priority for one development. For example, first 2 5-year plans we put more effort for agricultural growth because India was not self-sufficient with the food grains that time. Okay, there were poverty in our country. Many people were dying of poverty. So what our country decided, the first 5-year plan, 2 5-year plan, let us give priority for a crop production. So that is the time when the Green Revolution was introduced. So they implemented this 2 5-year plan till 1960s went, but then too there was poverty still in our country. So this is Indira Gandhi, next she became the Prime Minister of India. She saw that in spite of giving 2 continuously 2 5-year plans importance to agriculture also, there is shortage of food in our country. Then what is the reason? They decided. Then one person from Tamil Nadu is called as a father of Green Revolution, M.S. Swaminathan. She sends that man to Europe to study and from what is the strategy they are using the Europe to increase of crop production. M.S. Swaminathan, he went and spent in some which country I don't know, Norway, not England or Netherlands, I don't know. Let us see, okay. Okay, so he went to that particular country and he learned the strategy what they are implementing, HYV seeds. Chemical fertilizers, insecticides, pesticides, HYV seeds. These are the reasons why crop production is less, more there, even on a small limited land. Even in a limited land, you can do more output. The same technology was carried to India. So 1960s to 70s is a green revolution in India. Understood? 60s to the 70s of India, green revolution strategy introduced பண்ணாங்க. In the strategy introduced பண்ணதுக்கு, they bought the HYV seeds from the European country. First it was tested in 3 states, Punjab, Haryana, Western Uttar Pradesh. And they gave priority for first crop wheat. Let us give for wheat production they decide. So HYV seed, so they introduced that and they saw that there is a shortage of water because HYV seeds requires more and more water because it is growing quickly. No, seed will go out. And we are using chemical fertilizers. If you use chemical fertilizers now, of course you have to put more water because the chemical absorb பண்ணும். எது அந்த plant food and போய் absorb பண்ணல. So what you have to do now, you have to use more water. So they built many multi-purpose projects. Understood? In canal irrigation, they started the irrigation and farming and they achieved the 100% success in wheat production. Second important crop that was given importance is rice. And they gave importance for commercial crops like sugar cane, that all. Cotton, that all. அது இப்ப HYV seeds காட்டன் எல்லாம் ஏற்கனவே நம்ம இந்தியால ட்ரெடிஷனல் சீட்ஸே கிடையாது. எல்லாமே என்ன ஆயிடுச்சு? HYV seeds. Even ராகி is a HYV seed, not a traditional seed. Traditional நம்ம ஊர்ல எதுனா குதிரைவாலி, சாமை, கருப்பு கவுனி அரிசி, சீரக சம்பா, மாப்பிள்ளை சம்பா. Ponni is a 4-month crop. Only it's not this. We are using every day only. It's not a 4 month crop. 4 months crop. Maapile is about 1 year crop. Even Karuppu Kaungi see, even that is also 1 year crop. They have no nutrition value in that. We are using every day rice now in this 4 month crop. That's why we see that. Only rice. Understood? So like that they started giving importance. Understood? All of you understood about 5-year plan, Appa? Okay. So first 5-year plan was launched soon after the independence, that is after 1950 only I told you. 1951 first 5-year plan start for. And this 5-year plans went till BJP came into power. BJP, when did they enter the politics? 1981. When they came to power? 1980. Hey, 2000. What 1998 all of them? 2000. When did Narendra Modi became the Prime Minister of India? This is third time you said no. Then you count the years backward. 15. 11. Till 2013 or 14 we had this 5-year plan. 13th or 14th 5-year plan went on. But when he became the Prime Minister, he told, hereafter we are going to cancel the 5-year plans. This will do overall development. Because we are now self-sufficient with the food. Yes, sir. Industrial growth is also very good. Transport communication is also very good. Right? CTA tours. Stay out. Where did you go? Nurse ma'am. Why did you go to nurse ma'am? You told me that. When did you go? So after 2 periods now you are okay. Since you went to nurse ma'am, everything is cured. How?
The first child as well.
2 periods ready. Telling Konjinaro? 2 periods is Konjinaro. Surely you will not get tomorrow. I challenge you, you will not get good marks tomorrow. Get it? So now we are self-sufficient. So only our Mr. Narendra Modi said that we will do overall development. Now no, we are prioritizing which? I mean, priority we are giving in 5-year plans for what? Any idea?
Guys, foreign guys, other guys. Need best another record. Other guys, now in a social issue, there are some of that. Hey.
So let us continue. Okay. The availability of the resources necessary for condition for development of any region, but mere less availability of the resources in absence of corresponding changes in the technology or the institutions may hinder the development. So in case if there is very less resource with us now, it will hinder the development. Hinder means what? Affect. It will affect the development of the country. So resource planning is must. Since we have very limited resources, so it is our duty to use a limited resource judiciously. So only resource planning is very, very important for India. All of you understood? So like that you can do this, okay? Right? Even about the 5-year plans also, but don't write all the rubbish all, okay? Right? It is very hard. Whatever you want, you don't write the stories and things. Understood? So there are many regions in as I told you, the resources are not equally distributed in our country. It is unevenly distributed. That's what the events here. In our country, there are many regions which are very resource rich, while deficient also in the resource. For example, Arunachal Pradesh, it is rich in the water resources but deficient in the mineral resources. Huh? There is no state with all the resources. For example, Rajasthan is deficient in the water resources but very good in the wind and solar. Kerala, it is no mineral resource. Only human resource development. Maharashtra also. It is developed state because it is a step taken by the particular state government to develop that state. Understood? Second developed state they are telling in Tamil Nadu, right? So it is a private. So even do we have a gold with us? Copper deposit is there in Tamil Nadu? Iron ore deposit is there? No, only coal we have. Even the coal we have made our status, industrial status is a priority or the steps taken by the particular state government to develop that particular state. When we learn federalism chapter, you know, each one have their own jurisdiction. Okay, development is in your hands. Keeping the limited resources, it is your duty to develop your state. So only they divided the states on the linguistic basis, right? They divided the states and here now, it is a responsibility of the king of the state to say. It is our Mr. Joseph Hussain is doing so much to completely eradicate corruption from Tamil Nadu. Because in India, most corrupted state first place Tamil Nadu. Understood? Now, he is putting so much steps to completely eradicate corruption. Understood? Hey, one more. Okay, he is very corrupt. Don't give money. Take it. So like that. Understood? So, even Kerala also, there is no resource. But how Kerala is a developed state now because they are doing more in